Hello, I'm Danny and welcome to Bitch Bikes. Today I'm at EICMA and today is the last day of this event. You may be wondering where yesterday's video went to, and that is purely down to the fact that this show is so damn busy that you couldn't hear any of my audio. So in today's video I'm hoping the audio comes out a lot better. I've had to move my mic around and I've changed it a little bit. So hopefully it'll be alright, I don't know, it's a risk. Worst case scenario is I'll have to kind of voice over it, and which will be a bit shit. Anyway, right, so in today's video we're going to just walk around and show you some of the best bits of the show. And there are a lot of bike manufacturers here that I have no idea who they are. I've never heard of Arisia. But, I mean, they've got to be doing some money. I mean, that's a pretty looking bike. Looks like only a 125, which it is, but I mean, that is a very, very nice bike. You know, definitely for a market like the 125, but yeah, I like that. You would have seen, hopefully, yesterday's video of the horrific press launch done by Mondial, and this was the bike they launched. Couldn't tell you anything about it, other than it looks quite nice. Obviously the press launch was in Italian, so no fucking idea. And then there's this as well, which I think looks fucking awesome, but don't know anything about it. But still, nonetheless, a great bike. Not a 125, but a pretty lady. So this is Kimco, and never really seen much from them, but well, lady, but I have to say that's a pretty good looking bike. Pretty good looking bike. That is awesome, and it looks like it might be electric. It is electric. Yeah. Never seen so many electric bikes in all my life. Right, this is the Agusta Stand. Now this is the new all singing all dancing trials bike launched yesterday. Tons of carbon on it, looks very, very nice. This bit was done in Italian or Spanish or whatever, I can't remember. Most likely Italian. It was foreign to me anyway. And yeah, it's a beautiful looking bike. And then the other bike they launched was this, which is the new top of the range Gas Enduro bike. And this has everything you could ever want on a bike. It is 300cc, it's a monster, absolute weapon of a bike. So yeah, this was also launched yesterday. We were inside there as well, drinking blue champagne to celebrate Toro. The same company, the Toro, or whatever it is, Tarot. The same company also have got the rights to Scully, which is the heads-up display helmet, which is quite cool. But they're all about electric bikes and delivery wagons and all sorts of other stuff, which doesn't really interest me. Hello, ladies. This is the Kawasaki stand. Now, this was mentally busy yesterday, so I'm not going to hold my breath. But I'm going to give you a quick walk round to show you what is going on. They have a lot. Well, it's a big stand, a lot of bikes here. So let's try and find the new stuff for you. That's what you're here for. Don't see last year's shite. You can stare at some women though. Hello. Right. Okay, so there is a new Versus, which I think that young lady sat on over there. Quite a big fan of this. I had a 650 when I started riding. Looks very aggressive, and I'm sure it's going to take the adventure sports touring market. Definitely going to take one of them out for a spin. And the bike. Oh yeah. Right, so this is the Kawasaki Ninja H2SX. Looking awesome. Got a front light there. Quite an aggressive feel to the bike. as you would expect. She's lovely. Versus 650. What else we got? Yeah, very, very tasty looking bike that is. Definitely in the sports tourer category. Not sure how comfortable the wife would be. And nowhere for a top box either, but I don't think you really care about that. And we saw this last year. This was the H2R. Also, a batshit bonkers looking bike. And I'm going to say that. So we're on the Husqvarna stand now, and yeah, 701 Supermoto. The bikes are relaunched this year, so it was only a concept last year, but it's now a actual thing. It's a sport pylon, and that's this thing here. So I'm pretty sure I preferred it as a concept, to be honest, but it does look pretty nice. Not quite sure about his crap at the back, it's crying out for a tail tidy, but yeah, very interesting looking bike. I'm sure you'll sell quite a few. Headlights quite funky. And then the other thing they launched was the Husqvarna EE, which is the little electric bike, which is here, which is just getting young people into biking, or children. Something my little girl would love, I think. And then there's also the V4R Aero, which is a concept which we'll probably see next year, based on based on the spot pylon. So yeah, quite look. It's got a bikini front end. But yeah, very nice looking bike. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but you know. So yeah, it's so hot in here today. Right. Swapping on. Should we jump on it and have a sit on? Quite a interesting riding position, quite laid back, quite upright. Quite laid back, quite upright. Contradicting. But yeah, it's quite a relaxed riding position. You sit upright. Interesting dash. Nice carving of the tank. Radiator sticks out quite far though. But yeah. Overall, not too bad. Switches feel okay. Not bad. If only I was any good off-road, I'd be buying one of these. Probably the 250. I do like a Husky. Right, okay, so the next stand, as you can see, is Triumph. Now I'm expecting this to be mental. Not as mental as the KTM stand, but still mental. So Triumph launched 3 new bikes, if I remember right. Once again, you can look back on my press launch. One of them being a Scrambler, and I sat on this yesterday, and it was mega comfy. In fact, I was actually quite taken back by how comfortable it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get on one now for you and relive that moment, if I can. Let's try and get on the stand though, always quite busy. But their press launch was pretty much just colour changes and yeah, pretty much just colour changes and whatnot. So right, so this is the new Triumph Scrambler. It's 1200cc and it feels very nice to sit on. It'll have the TFT colour screen, I'm pretty sure. All the switches, controls. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great little bike. Feels good. Feels very nice, and it looks stunning. It does look stunning. High level exhaust, obviously. Great rough tyres. Yeah, very pretty little bike. We're now at the Indian motorcycle stand, and they launched the FT1200. Now this is a stunning looking bike, as you can probably see. Models are getting rougher though. So this is a stunning looking bike. I am quite taken back by it. And this is yeah, so yeah, this was launched yesterday. I think it's already out, to be honest. But yeah, these are actually covers, so you can change the look and feel of your bike. It's got TFT screen, nice switches. It feels nice. I really do like it. One thing I will change though is around the back here. This bit of angle iron crosshair, it's crying out for a tail tidy to come off the rear light there. But yeah, it's a very nice, very nice bike. But I have no idea where my nearest Indian dealer is, so that may scupper to me ever riding one. Now, this is the Ducati stand. Now on Saturday I think they launched the V4R, which yes, it's another one of their track weapons. And as you can tell by the crowds looking around it, it is ridiculously, gorgeously, stunningly beautiful. So all I can say is phenomenal, and I've seen some videos online and it sounds absolutely freaking mental. This is the new Ducati Monster. It's called a Stealth. Whatever the fuck that means. Ducati didn't do a press launch this year, which is very strange, especially as you're launching the V4R, but we never got to see that. You've also got the Ducati Scrambler over there, and they've got a radio station and a band going on and whatnot. The next stand I'm going to take you around is the BMW stand, and yeah, basically they launched a few other things, but the important thing and the most standout bike for me is the new S1000RR. Now this is lighter and got more horsepower than the old one, and some have said it's actually physically smaller as well, but I am not completely sure on those facts, but I'm sure it's going to rule the track, and it looks, yeah, very nice. Very nice looking bike. Once again, if you want to find out more about that bike, check out my previous videos on the BMW press launch. This is the Benelli stand, and I am actually going to say that their range of bikes now is getting to a stage that, you know what, they're pretty good looking. I mean, check this out. Pretty good looking bike, 302S, pretty nice young ladies as well. You know, they're creating some lovely bikes. They're all mainly targeting towards the A2 compliance. They even do like a Grom type thing, which has the MV Agusta styled tailpipes. But yeah, right, we're now on the SWM stand, swim or whatever you want to call it, and there's a bike on here that caught my eye yesterday, and here it is, the SWM. It's 300cc, and you know what? I really like it. It is a good looking bike. It feels a lot better than my Honda, and even you know, stood up, it's got a nice feel to it. I really do like it. It's definitely a bike that I've yeah, I think that would be good for Green Lane, and that would be, especially around where we are. I really do think that would be good. I'm going to contact them when I get back to the UK and see if we can have a test ride. They also do a 500, I think, is it? Which would be, that'd be ridiculous. But the only concerns I have with SWM or Swim, whatever you want to call it, is that availability of parts, availability of aftermarket stuff. Oh, those handles there though are quite a good idea. There was what is that? That's the 500? Supermoto, that's lovely. I wonder if those handles can go on. I don't want to take a pillion, but I want to be able to basically I'll use the handles to pick the bike up and drag it around even in the garage. So yeah, definitely, so far for me, that's a bike I'd sell the Honda for tomorrow. And I'm only saying that purely because I'm hoping service intervals are much nicer. I mean, look at that, that's lovely. It's got a Scrambler inspired. It's a 125, that one. Yeah, SWM. It's one to do some more research on, I think. The next stand we're going on, as you'll see, is the Yamaha stand. Now I expect this stand to be rammed. Once again, these didn't do a press launch this year, so don't really know exactly what is new. And we're on the scooter side of things at the moment. Yeah, so loads of scooters. It's the that's another three-wheel concept they've done. They did the Nexon and the Vixen, or whatever it's called. This is new, the XT500. That's a new bike for the show. It's their concept, I think. We've got loads of SCRs, XSRs, all great bikes. I've ridden the XSR 900 last year, I think. So it's all quite nice. Yeah, very nice, very nice. We've got their adventure type bikes. You've also got the T7 concept, which is still a concept. Quite cool. Not sure there's a use for it in the UK, but you know, you never know. And then you've got the Super Tenere, the Road Edition, Raid Edition, I think. Road Raid. Tenere Enduro, it's a 700. I think this is the 1200. Once again, I'm not doing too many Dakar rallies. Okay, so we've got. Right, so then we've got this thing here, another three-wheeled. This is the Nikon. There we go, the Nikon. Not ridden one yet, but I'm going to at some point in my life. You've also, okay, we're going to get to the MT brand. This is the MT09 SP, which is about time it came out. We've got the MT10 over there. New colour schemes by the looks of it for 2019. Very pretty looking bike, like the MT10. You've also got the MT10 Touring. I doubt they've increased the tank size, so you only get about 130 miles on a tank. MT09, that's the 7, isn't it? MT07, MT07, MT03. This one I assume is the 125. Yeah. But yeah, it's all very much for much. Is this the that's the SP, I think, isn't it? Yeah, it's the SP. I very nearly bought one of these instead of my 1000 XR, but I'm so glad I bought the XR now. Pin lock for your helmet defogging needs. Ignoring that, let's go and look at Honda. Now, Honda did a monstrous press launch in an auditorium and all that sort of nonsense. And reality is, all they launched is their middleweight range, the CBR 500 and all that sort of shenanigans, which is lovely, great, but not really something that appeals to me. However, I have not yet seen the CRF 450L, which is all at the 450L rally. That looks interesting. But yeah, it's a 450L, which is this one here. So yeah, it looks a lot bigger than the 250L, which is just over there. But I'm not sure. It looks a lot lower. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a dirt bike. It doesn't look right. Something's not right about it. I think this extended tailpiece is all a bit wrong. And they're valued at about, I think they're about 9 grand in the UK. Which, yeah, they're valued about 9 grand in the UK, I think. Which, yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm definitely not convinced.
Signori e signori, gentlemen, perché è arrivato qui, io voglio qui, vicino a me e a Benji, con la wheelchair.
You can probably take a guess at where I am headed to. Now, Suzuki, they I missed their press launch. I got very lost and it was all very tight and whatnot. So I do know that they launched the Katana. Now this Katana is flipping ugly on all the press releases I've seen. And yeah, there we go. Well, what a horrific looking bike. What was Suzuki thinking? I don't care if they're trying to recreate something from the past. That is just damn right fucking ugly. What a horrible looking bike. Who in their right mind is going to buy one of them? I'm sorry, but that is fucking ghastly. Horrible bike. And to be honest, I think Suzuki have fucked up really. I think they've lost the plot with their styling. I don't, you know, they're just, I don't rate them as a manufacturer really anymore. I mean, they made the GSXR, SXR and all that. Great bikes, fantastic. And yeah. Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, they made the GSXR, which is all over here, and they're great bikes. They created the naked ones as well, which is the GSX-XS, which is yeah, all well and good, but one bike isn't going to keep a company afloat, I don't think. And yes, they've got the VStrom as well, but the VStrom, I've really just don't like Suzuki. I'm sorry, it's just they're just not giving me anything to make me want to go out and even test ride them. It's just not. They're just. I'm sorry, right? So this is the VStrom 1000. So let me dive on this and have a look. Right, so I'm sat on the VStrom 1000. Very small looking bike, outdated dashboard. You've got your auxiliary socket in there. Controls feel alright. Mirrors are off a flipping old Ford Escort or something. Screen adjustment. Doesn't look like there is any. Oh no, there is. You just. Yeah, I'm not going to push that. Probably break it. It just feels completely and utter. I mean, that seat for the pillion does not look comfy at all. Chain guard looks shite. No, sorry Suzuki, you're going to have to try a lot harder. I mean, look at the front of that, it's fucking ghastly. It's like the old Kawasaki Versus light. What the hell were they thinking when they designed that? You don't see many of these around, and you see less tour in Europe. I don't think I've ever seen a V-Strom on a European tour, so that just kind of sums up. And I'm sorry Suzuki, but okay, that looks nice. That looks nice, but you know, no, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. However, let's go and check out the MV Agusta Stand. Oh boy. The Dragster 800RR. Yep, never ridden an MV, but oh, what a beautiful looking bike. But they all are. I don't think they make an ugly bike. Don't think they make an ugly bike. Wow. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I mean, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Now that is stunning. Look at the exhaust. That is a beautiful looking bike. The V5 VS Tourism Veloce. Wow. So let's look at this one. Another stunning work of art by MV. The F4 Claudio. Very nice. Oh, and you get free apples. I'm going to get an apple. Dig deep, fellas, dig deep. Can't go wrong with an apple. Can't go wrong with a good apple, can you? Thanks, Envy. Well, that's the end of EICMA for 2018, so thanks for watching. Please do make sure you like, share, subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and I'll catch you all in the next video.